The GH recap for June 23, 2023, has Drew falling further onto his sword, all in the name of Carly. The General Hospital recap features Drew deciding Carly counts more than Scout once again. In this episode, the judge chose to be especially cruel to Drew as Carly yelled. Sonny tried to make peace with Jocelyn, while Nina got to know Dex a little bit better. At the hospital, the Quartermain women learned why Ned thought he was Eddie Main, but that Nettie disappeared. Finally, Lucy confessed to Sasha she wanted to marry Marty, a man who never wanted to marry again. Now, let's dig a little deeper into the details. Carly, Laura Wright, lost her mind as soon as the judge decided Drew, Cameron Matheson, would spend 3 years in Pentonville, and it looked like she was about to assault the man. However, all she did was yell at him, while Michael, Chad Duell, and Drew tried to calm her. Zeke, Gavin Houston, did his best to argue on Drew's behalf, but the judge oddly decided that Drew, being a Navy SEAL and trying to rescue PC citizens in Greenland, was precisely why he needed to be remanded to prison immediately. What? Zeke still tried to do his job and pointed out that justice without mercy was hollow. Finally, the judge agreed to give Drew a week to get his affairs together before reporting to jail. Carly seemed heartbroken but didn't bother telling the judge she was the root cause of the whole mess, and Drew was falling on his sword for her. Drew just tried to put things in perspective. At least he wasn't dying of cancer like Willow, Caitlin McMullen. In fact, Drew was so determined that Carly come out on top that he was going to sell Aurora so Carly would have the cash to pay her SEC fines. When Carly brought up Scout and her inheritance, Drew wasn't worried. She had ELQ shares just like she had Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, to father her. According to Drew, Carly needed his company money more than his daughter did. Gregory stepped in as Tracy and Alexis sparred, as they tend to do. Tracy was not appreciative of Gregory's interference as he told her to back off and offered her an etiquette lesson. Tracy decided to just walk away and see how Nettie was doing, but still warned Gregory to stay away from her. Alexis then gave Gregory the whole sordid tale of her relationship with Ned and why she and Tracy didn't get along. Gregory even got to learn about Tracy setting her up for drunk driving. Elsewhere in the hospital, Ned, Wally Kurth, or rather, Nettie, decided he was done being cooped up in the hospital because he felt fine. He even gave Nurse Dina a hard time and was not happy when she gave him a sedative. As he slept, Brooklyn, Amanda Seton, watched over him but was shocked when Nettie woke and asked her to bust him out of there. He just wanted to go to Vegas and could tell Brooklyn was the performing type as well. Nettie may have thought he was all cured, but Kevin, John Lindstrom, had some interesting news for Olivia, Lisa Lo Cicero, and Brooklyn. Nettie didn't just believe he was Eddie Main. He was Eddie Main. Nettie's family refused to believe this could be permanent, but Kevin couldn't assure them it wasn't. He explained that this wasn't just simple amnesia. Nettie's brain has superimposed his vision of Eddie Main on Ned Quartermain's thoughts and feelings. A distraught Brooklyn may have rightly deduced that Nettie just wanted a break from his family. Tracy, Jane Elliott, only wanted to give him another bump on the head. After Olivia literally screamed in Tracy's face and called her names, Kevin smartly told Olivia that they now have a window into why Nettie might prefer to be Eddie. When all 3 women returned to Ned's room, they found the bed empty. Nana, Cynthia Watrous, and Sonny, Maurice Bernard, were enjoying a carefree evening at the Savoy when Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, and Dex, Even Hofer, walked in. They immediately approached Sonny and Nina's table so Jocelyn could coldly ask if he knew what was going on in court with Drew and Carly. When Nina commented on how noble Drew's actions were, Jocelyn ironically pointed out that some people know how to put their own needs aside for the sake of others. At that point, Sonny decided to talk to Jocelyn alone. He was shocked that Jocelyn would still be with Dex, considering he wanted to continue working for Sonny. Dex made peace with Sonny, so he asked if Jocelyn would do the same. Jocelyn did her best to try to be nice, but she wasn't willing to make complete peace. She did, however, admit that she was wrong to go to Sonny on Dex's behalf and ask him to fire Dex. While Sonny had his talk with Joss, Dex sat down with Nina, and she tried to get to know him better. She thanked him for taking a bullet for Sonny, and explained that they were on the same side. She also asked that Dex reserve judgment about her, and he wondered if that meant she wanted him to get Jocelyn to be nicer to her. Dex wasn't about to do Nina's bidding because he didn't think Jocelyn would be happy. Michael was the next Corinthos-adjacent person to arrive at the Savoy to inform Sonny about what happened with Drew. Nina blurted out that it wasn't supposed to be that way, and Jocelyn angrily asked her how it was supposed to be. Nina covered for herself before taking a call from Ava, Mora West, who had already heard the news. Surprisingly, Nana told Ava she almost felt sorry for Carly, but just a little bit. She did not notice Nettie lurking behind her. At the Metro Court Gardens, Sasha, Sophia Matson, and Lucy, Lynn Herring, discussed romance just as Martin, Michael E. Knight, came by their table at the Metro Court Gardens bearing flowers. They sat down for some chit-chat and couldn't help but brag about Deception's Deceptor. Lucy credited Martin for coming up with the idea for the Deceptor. Apparently, he inspired her in bed when he suggested there could one day be a product that could stop time. Hence, Lucy decided to develop this miracle anti-aging device. Sasha loved the romance of the story so much that she asked when they were getting married. Lucy and Martin quickly told her never. They have both had enough of marriage, or so they said. When Marty left the table, Lucy confessed to Sasha that she was hoping Martin would talk her into tying the knot. Over by the pool, Martin dealt with texts from his ex-wives and then promptly fell in the water like a common Ned Quartermain. Will he wake up thinking he is Tad Martin?